How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
Let's talk about the strange tactics of Rishabh Pant first. Take it away, Bish.
I suppose the key one is not bowling Ravi Bishnoi.
Yes.
Was it over number 17 when they changed the ball and they gave it to Shardul Thakur? The option was to get Ravi in there. I know Dubey was batting, but Dubey couldn't get a hold of him before that anyway. And he has that googly with a dry ball that be cooking. So I wonder why Rishabh didn't go for Bishnoi. 2 for 18 from 3 just stands out like a beacon in all of that with a dry ball.
Bishnoi generally bowls well to the left-hander, so I wonder what's in his head which stopped him from going to Bishnoi.
Give me more.
Look, if you got a wicket there, you've got Jamie Overton to come. And I felt it was very defensive to go for the faster bowler strategy at that point, because you were actually thinking that you didn't want Dubey to get across or get a couple of sixes off of Bishnoi. And this is generally something that you see in the IPL, where even in any form of cricket, right, captains tend to they really like a certain type of bowler because they are uncomfortable against it. And sometimes the converse also happens. Like as a left-hander, possibly Rishabh's thinking, I can smash Bishnoi out of the ground, so I don't want him to face off against Dubey. This is just a hypothetical theory that I'm planting here, but I think that is possibly, because 16th over, it was bare for anyone to see Bishnoi to come and bowl.
What transpired, we don't know, but clearly Dhoni was not going to go after the bowling at that stage. Dubey was struggling. So you had a chance of taking a wicket there. Dubey might have looked to gone big in that over. Dubey could have got out. Overton facing Bishnoi, a good chance of getting another wicket. I mean, a lot of things to go look for rather than, what stops him, I don't know.
Is this down all on the captain?
These guys know Rishabh better than I do. He's highly talented, but over the years and even this season, you go back to that first game against DC, was it? And his choice of bowling at the end, he didn't go to Shardul, he went to the spinner, and just little things like that. When Ponting was he was captain and Ponting was at DC, there were a couple of times Ricky was pulling his hair out for a couple of little errors that he makes. So I think he's got to neaten up on some of those crucial moments.
Fairly high-profile mistakes, if we can call it that, from Pant, the captain, and what this tells us?
See, when you have an all-Indian bowling lineup and you want to put your money on someone, you need to decide who that is before. I feel Pant went with the confidence, which is one. But out of the box, he's gone to Markram, gotten 4 overs.
Yes.
And you bowled your frontline pacer for just 1, which means you have so many options to play with. But bowling Bishnoi to Dhoni and Dubey at that point wasn't a gamble, because 4 overs 44, the way this game has gone, we didn't see a 20-run over, right? You were still in the game at 4:44. It was the best time to make that call and then decide whatever you wanted to do after that. So it's no matter what you say, the ball was changed. You forget the due angle, the big pockets. You've got one guy who struggles against spin, and it just felt like that is where the game was lost.
Would you agree that's been the game-deciding moment amongst all the other things CSK did right, which we'll come to? The game's lost in that decision.
Yeah, that was a major point, I would say, and their tactics as well, just bowling wide Yorkers. At no stage they tried to bowl Dhoni hard lengths. Sometimes, look to, probably hit down the ground, he might miss time, even to Dubey. Just the one ploy for 4 consecutive overs to bowl wide Yorkers. I don't know, they could have tried something else as well.